Oh, Jeremiah's crying.
Amanda, you gotta give your speech.
No! We want to know what it is.
Oh, I don't. Oh, wow.
Come on, Jared.
Can you? Yeah, right. Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna keep this short and simple. I really like to thank everybody here. This is. I'm not sure if you can all see this.
No.
The wedding card. This is a musky spinner, and the wedding card is on 2 blades. It's like
His design that he did.
yes.
Oh.
But I like to thank everybody that's been part of Ashley's life and who has made her the girl that the lady that she is today, and now my wife. And I thank my family and how everybody's been involved in my life to make me the person I am today.
You're welcome.
I'm very, very respectful of all you, and thank you for making a trip here and being part of my life and making me the person I am today. So. Except for Casey.
Start over.
What?
No, sit down, listen to your mommy.
Okay, I'm Amanda. I'm Ashley's big sister. I'm gonna try to do this without getting emotional. So, yeah. All right. So, being that I am Ashley's big sister, I've always been maybe a little bit protective of her. I would do anything for her, and she's one of the most important people in my life. I can remember the day Ashley was born. When my dad whisked us up in the middle of the night to go to the Aspenson's house so he could take my mom to the hospital. Only a short while later, Ashley was born, and Jeremy and I were at the hospital, welcoming her into the world and making fun of her name. At that time, Ashley was not a very popular name. So, now it is. We had never heard it before, so. Being her big sister, I was often tasked with the job of being her babysitter. Now, you'd think our big brother would be the babysitter, but if you knew him at all, you'd understand why I was the babysitter. And, so Ashley and I spent quite a bit of time together growing up. I complain a lot about having a babysitter, but honestly, I have a lot of fond memories of that time that we spent together. She looked up to me, and for the most part, I always took that pretty seriously and tried to give her a lot of good advice. Maybe not always the best advice. When she decided to move to Madison, I can't tell you how excited I was. I still remember texting her on the day she moved to Madison the song Home by Philip Phillips. When she moved there, I thought we would hang out a lot more than we did. But as life tends to get in the way of things, we didn't see each other as much as we thought we would initially. But somehow, just like having a good friend, you can always pick up where you left off. And the time came that each of us needed a shoulder and sometimes a whole body to lean on. Ashley was there for me when I needed her most, and I've tried to do the same for her. I can remember a point in time, Ashley telling me she just didn't think she'd ever get married. It wasn't because she didn't want to. I knew she did. She dreamt of getting married like most little girls do. And for those of you that don't know her very well, she's pretty superstitious. So I always wondered if maybe she said she wasn't going to get married because she thought she'd jinx herself. We have our dad to thank for that. He's very superstitious.
Oh, yeah.
Just spill some salt in front of him. I knew in my heart, as sure as anything, that someone as special as she was, someone as full of character, life, and love, would meet her one day and give her the love that she deserved. That's our older brother.
Being stared down.
Okay.
Tyler, honey, sit down so you can see.
There was a point in time when Ashley was feeling down. I sent her the lyrics to a song that we both liked to send her a bit of encouragement. Those lyrics go like this. There will come a time you'll see when no more tears, and love will not break your heart and dismiss your fears. Get over your hill and see what you will find there, with grace in your heart and flowers in your hair.
Oh.
Because I'm her sibling and I love saying I told you so, I'm going to say it now. I told you so. She met Jeremiah. I've seen Ashley date a few guys. And I've never seen her like she was when she started dating Jeremiah. Just as sure as she knew he was the one, I was sure as well. I kept my overprotective big sister hat on for a bit, and I did my due diligence with some tough questions for Jeremiah. He handled it pretty gracefully. I was a little bit hard on him, but that's what I needed to do.
And Jeremy?
He did well. I can't speak for Jeremiah. There are lots of ways that you know someone's the one for you, and when you're dating them. But let me tell you how I knew Jeremiah was the one for Ashley. Remember that little girl I talked about babysitting just a little bit ago? She was always happy, goofy, laughing, and carefree. We all grow up and change a little bit as life throws us curveballs. We make mistakes, we learn from them, we grow and we evolve. I've watched Ashley do that over the years and been very proud of her for all of her accomplishments. I've tried to be there for the bumps and for the celebrations. Many of us have lifelong friends that we don't see for years and then get in touch and pick things back up where we left off. Ashley's my little sister, but she's also my friend. We've never lost touch or gone a huge length of time without keeping in touch, but there's something that I can't quite put into words that happened when she met Jeremiah. It was like that childhood friend I had in her, the giddy one that had no care in the world, unscathed by life, wanting to make up songs with me in the kitchen while I was babysitting her, laughing and giggling until we cried. Well, that girl, she came back. But even better, she came back in her beautiful, grown, adult body as a mature woman that evolved and learned a thing or two about life. Poor Jeremiah, he had to deal with two of Ashley's older, overprotective siblings. And I remember talking to Jeremy, our older brother, and telling him, I see Ashley again. This guy brought our Ashley back. It's true. Ashley and Jeremiah met on Match, and I remember trying to help Ashley with her profile. I kept trying to get her to correct her write-up, telling her that some of what she wrote sounded kind of crazy. And I remember her saying she didn't care. She said, whoever finds me and wants to date me has to be okay with what I write.
Yes.
Jeremiah, you met this beautiful free spirit of a woman with a knack for adventure and craziness, and you loved her for who she was. That's true love. I'm so happy for the two of you, and I'm happy to be gaining another brother and to see my sister so happy. It's finally hit me that she's married. She's the most beautiful woman I know. Yeah, she has her hair done and her makeup on, but that's not the kind of beautiful I'm talking about. Don't get me wrong, she's a 10. But that kind of beauty, that fades with age. My sister's beauty shines from within, and it touches everyone she meets. Jeremiah, I hope you know that you're the luckiest man in the world. I wouldn't be doing my job as her big sister if I didn't leave you with a little advice. But my advice is simple. Yeah, you can always call me. Choose to love each other, even in those moments when you struggle to like each other. Make each other a priority every single day. Remember that marriage is not 50-50. Marriage has to be 100, 100. It's not splitting everything in half, but it's putting everything you've got into your marriage. Keep your,
Family can't read well.
I've got two more sentences. All right. Give your best to
My
each other,
family too.
not your leftovers after you've given your best to everyone else. And surround yourself with friends and family who will strengthen your marriage. I couldn't be happier for the two of you, and I love you very much.